I'm Vanessa Coria.
And I'm LaSalle Blanks. Welcome to Daybreak, everybody. We'll get to your top stories in just a moment. But first, let's see what Craig is tracking, because we're kind of keeping it cool right now.
You're going to need your shades.
Yeah, you will want the shades later on.
Thank you, Ashley. Employees at several 7-Eleven stores are expected to face a judge today. They're accused of exploiting illegal immigrants.
This as the list of local stores under the federal microscope is growing. Corporate officials took over 2 more Hampton Roads franchises yesterday, one in the Beach, the other in Newport News. That now means 6 local stores are accused of being part of an operation to employ illegal immigrants. 7-Eleven is working with federal investigators.
Who hit a man on a bicycle in Ocean View and left him to die? Well, this is the scene Norfolk police found at East Ocean View Avenue and Chesapeake Street at about 9:30 last night. The man on the bike died at the scene. Police are looking for a small red car. They say it has a lot of damage to the front end. Call the crime line at 1-888. Lock you up if you saw anything that can help police find the driver. Now, we broke this story on our Facebook and Twitter pages last night, and comments quickly came into the 13 newsroom. Neil wrote, "Hope they catch whoever did this. No excuse for leaving the scene." Other people commented on bike safety in the area. Police find 2 young children covered with bug bites, locked inside a dirty camper. Now their parents face charges. Suffolk police say they heard crying and forced their way into the camper. They found a 2-year-old girl and a 6-month-old boy inside. Geronda Wilson and LaRon Neal face several charges, including abuse and neglect. Other news now, an Article 32 hearing continues today for 2 Virginia Beach-based sailors at Naval Station Norfolk. Senior Chief Petty Officer James Berger and Chief Warrant Officer 3 Mark Smith could face a court-martial on involuntary manslaughter charges. This all stems from the drowning deaths of 2 divers at Aberdeen Proving Ground near Baltimore in February during training. Time check for you right now on this Thursday morning, 5:05. Here's what's coming up on 13 News Daybreak. A bizarre terror plot.
2 men are now in custody, but wait until you hear how they plan to attack high-ranking government officials.
Then this is awful. A baby hanging from a 2nd-story awning. We're going to hear from the woman who rescued the baby and her connection to a Major League Baseball team. Stick with us for that story.
All right, it's now 5:12. When you think of eating healthy, does Dunkin' Donuts come to mind?
Maybe it should. Up next on 13 News Daybreak, we have details on some big-time menu changes for Dunkies. Stick with us. You're watching 13 News Daybreak. 5:15 now on your Thursday morning, and 2 New York men are behind bars this morning, accused in a terror plot to kill targets silently from a distance. Police arrested Glendon Crawford and Eric Fate in an undercover operation. FBI agents say the 2 plan to use a homemade X-ray machine to attack high-ranking government officials and other targets with radiation. The 2 face up to 15 years in prison if convicted of conspiracy to provide material support to terrorists. A boy falls from an awning in Brooklyn straight into the arms of a woman. Now making the heroic catch, Christina Torrey, daughter of former Yankee manager Joe Torre.
All right.
Yeah, Torrey was biking past the building when she saw the baby, just a year old, dangling from the 2nd-story fire escape.
I just put out my arms when I saw him coming down, and luckily he literally landed straight in my arms on his back.
Oh, what a save. This hero says she has good instincts as a teacher and good hand-eye coordination as a Tory. Police arrested the toddler's parents and removed 3 other children from that apartment. For all my food allergy friends, you will see a change on the menu at Dunkin' Donuts by the end of the year. The company is expanding its menu to help people who have problems digesting wheat. The breakfast chain is gearing up to serve gluten-free products. Dunkin' Donuts says it plans to offer gluten-free cinnamon sugar donuts and yummy blueberry muffins.
Craig is bringing some weather sugar over right now.
Weather sugar. It is. It's like it's weather crack today.
Well,
the sunshine.
It is a pretty sweet forecast. Like, what was the song, Pour Some Sugar on Me?
Yeah,
from the 80s?
Great karaoke song.
There you go.
I'm just saying. Just saying.
Scary stuff. All right, you know, Vanessa, she's like semi-pro at karaoke.
Nah, not so much.
That's a 13 News secret that's not so best kept anymore, but that girl likes to sing. Right now what we have, I'm going to sing about the weather. It's
Starting today, a special event for animal lovers.
It's the 3rd annual Kitty Palooza. We're going to tell you how you can give a loving, forever home to a very special furry friend.
But
Next.
first, a computer you can wear? We'll check it out in Tech Bites.
Will do. Thank you, John. Well, this weekend is a perfect time to give a forever home to a very special pet. Kitty Palooza kicks off today at the Norfolk Animal Care and Adoption Center. That's on Sabre Road. From today to Sunday, the shelter is offering a discount on the adoption fees for cats. The shelter hopes to get loving homes for as many kitties as possible. Shots fired outside a Norfolk fast food restaurant.
Up next on Daybreak at 5:30, we have details on the search for the gunman who opened fire outside of Wendy's.
But first, an overnight house fire in Chesapeake. Is everyone out there okay?
And look live at the screens because we are watching and waiting for a rocket launch. It could happen in 2 minutes. Stay tuned. We're back with more after this.
From your local news leader, this is 13 News Daybreak.
An historic move. In just hours, the USS Enterprise will leave Naval Station Norfolk one last time and head back to where she was built. A proud tribute to Hampton Roads shipyard workers.
And flames tear through a home in Chesapeake. The impact on neighbors. Just ahead. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to 13 News Daybreak. It is 5:30 on your Thursday morning. I'm Vanessa Coria.
And I'm LaSalle Blanks. We'll get to those big stories in just a moment. But first, we go live to Wallops Island, where a rocket is being launched right now from NASA's facility on the eastern shore.
And you see it going up into the sky, this rocket launch. It has experiments from students. More than 100 students from all over the country are getting their science projects blasted off into space.
Pretty neat to see it live happening right here on the morning show. Look at her go. You know, there are some people clapping at NASA this morning.
All right, successful launch. We're glad to see that. We knew the weather would cooperate because Craig told us it would.
That's right. And back on the ground to the weather lab we go to check out your wake-up weather. Hey, Craig, good morning.
Hey, guys, good morning. I want to show you. Let's take our camera live here. Can you see that right now? If I zoom in a little bit, that's the contrail from the rocket launch. There it is, live. We're seeing it on our sky view.
Let's get to the news now. It's an historic move happening in just hours. The USS Enterprise will begin its final voyage. The ship is going back to where it all began. The aircraft carrier will leave Naval Station Norfolk and head to Newport News Shipbuilding, where the nuclear fuel aboard the ship will be removed. 13 News reporter Carl Leimer is live in Newport News, where they are planning a special day at the shipyard. Good morning, Carl. Thank you, Carl, for that live report. New this morning, an investigation into an overnight house fire in Chesapeake. The fire itself is out, but the flames were intense at times, so crews had to evacuate nearby homes. Firefighters rushed to the house on Stewart Road just after 1:30 this morning. That's in the South Norfolk section of the city. One man was inside the house when the fire started, but he was able to get out. 2 nearby homes sustained minor damage from the flames.
The firefighters did an excellent job, very quick, and it's a lot of hard work very quick. It's an all-out blitz of everything we got. As soon as we get here, we're throwing everything we got to prevent that fire from going to the other structures.
Investigators say the house where the fire was sparked was destroyed. No one was hurt. It is a 13 News exclusive. We're hearing from the survivor of a serious crash in Virginia Beach, and we learn about the man he says saved his life. Stick with us.
Plus, a flooding plan. The city of Norfolk says it now has one, but it might require some of you to make some changes to your home.
Still to come on 13 News Daybreak, we'll tell you where you can hear about the proposed plan and sound off about it today.
Ashley, thank you. 541 new this morning. A high-speed chase overnight.
Still to come on 13 News Daybreak, we're going to tell you how this all ended and where it happened. Stick with us. New this morning, a sight familiar to drivers in Los Angeles. A driver took police on a high-speed chase on the city's freeways overnight. Now, for a time, the driver was hitting speeds of over 100 miles per hour. You see him going there. The man eventually drove to a home in East Los Angeles. He was arrested after getting out of the vehicle. We are hearing from a Virginia Beach man this morning who survived a terrifying crash. And this is a story you'll see only on 13 News. Jamal Strayhorn's truck flipped off an overpass on Interstate 264 in Virginia Beach earlier this month. Strayhorn and his son survived the crash. Now they're both recovering at home after spending weeks in the hospital. Strayhorn says it is a miracle he's alive.
How people say that I rolled over 14 times, and then right when I got to the guardrail, it actually bounced and I landed on all 4 tires. Okay, that's like a movie. So, I mean, that's God.
Strayhorn says he is grateful for Christian Kendall. He's the man who saw the crash and climbed down the overpass to help save Strayhorn and his son. Listen up, foodies. A food truck rodeo set for today in Norfolk. It is your chance to taste what some food trucks will be serving up in downtown Norfolk starting next week. 6 vendors will be at MacArthur Square tonight starting at 5. They are Hubcap Grill, Janae's Taste of Soul, Bobby Q, Diesel Foods, Mr. Softy, and Twisted Sisters Cupcakes and Sugar Shack Cafe. On Monday, the city held a lottery to choose those food truck vendors. Well, if you'd rather have a taste of New Orleans, then head to Town Point Park instead. The 24th annual Bayou Boogaloo and Cajun Food Festival gets underway tonight. There, you can enjoy the sights and sounds of Louisiana with music, games, and of course, all that hot Cajun food. All the fun kicks off with the Bayou Ball.
Go ahead, Craig. Do your Cajun call.
Aye.
There you go.
14, 15, 16. How many years we've been doing that? Same day. What a great time down there.
Oh my gosh, such a fun time. It's such awesome food.
Yeah, and we're going to have good weather. It looks like it's going to be
news.
very, very nice. A little bit steamier later in the weekend and early next week.
551, a controversy with Urban Outfitters. Still ahead on Daybreak, why that controversy is now causing the company to make a change.
And Best Buy offers a trade-in promo for a free iPhone 5. Yep, we'll hear about it coming up. 5:53 on your Thursday morning, and Urban Outfitters is reversing course when it comes to their controversial flasks and shot glasses. 13 News first told you about these ads last month. They show shot glasses and flasks that, as you see, look like prescription pill bottles. Political leaders in multiple states are pushing for the retailer, including a shop here in downtown Norfolk, to pull the items from their shelves. The company now says they have stopped selling this stuff, but wouldn't comment further. Health experts worried the flasks and shot glasses would encourage prescription drug abuse.
All right, Best Buy offers a trade-in promo for a free iPhone 5.
And the era of falling interest rates appears to be over. ABC's Diana Perez explains in a look at America's money.
Good morning. Topping America's money.
Glad to hear that.
Happily ever after.
Happily ever after's right.
You'll
All
be
right.
happy about how we're starting this day. It is a gorgeous start to the day.
Pretty.
But how long will the nice weather last? Craig's Futurecast will pinpoint what you can expect throughout the day.
We'll also have our top stories for you beginning at 6 this morning, including that 7-Eleven scandal. Several local franchise owners believed to be involved in a human smuggling and identity theft case will face a judge today. The very latest on the case, including a move made by corporate 7-Eleven yesterday.
Plus, he's at it again. Can you help get this serial bank robber off the streets? Top stories coming up.